just got off the phone with Tom Mercado from the Budget Committee. This thing with Favre screwed up, Hooch.
What? They can't lump us in with that fucking Martian.
We're all in the same boat, fellas.
But our shenanigans are cheeky and fun.
I mean, his shenanigans are cruel and tragic.
Which makes them not shenanigans at all, really. Even shenanigans.
I swear to God, I'll pistol whip the next guy that says shenanigans.
Good afternoon. It is the afternoon, and you're listening to Dragon in the Afternoon with Isaac
And Jimmy.
a.k.a. Mr. Izzy. So, yep.
We back.
We back, motherfucker. Shit. Did you miss us? According to Instant Chat. The Instant Chat, hell yeah, I missed you. You my fuckers. Yeah, we your motherfuckers. That reminded me of the thing with, Trailer Park Boys. We motherfuckers. We ain't motherfuckers.
Show.
We're motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's our show, man. That fucking... That and old Letter Kenny. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, yep.
So how's your day going?
Well...
Do I even need to ask?
Well, as the listeners know, last night with Pure Adrenaline, yeah, Izzy ain't too happy with the funeral home handling my mom's shit. So, so yeah, we're gonna make it through, people. You know, I'd like to.
It'll all be all right in the long run.
I like to slap this motherfucker from the funeral home. like I'm talking 1970s disco bitch slap.
With the white glove on and everything.
White glove, pimp cane.
Yep.
Yeah, with a shaft. Like,
yep.
Don't you be talking about shaft. I want to fucking bitch slap this motherfucker over there. Yeah, I wasn't going to talk about this on the show, but, like, seriously, my godfather owns a funeral home, and they are all about, you know, this is the last time you're going to visit with your loved ones before they get put away, right? Let's say that, right? I have never met ruder fucking people in life. And come to find out, the place sold and now it's a franchise. I'm going to tell you this. Colonel Sanders...
Isn't that kind of weird that a funeral home is a franchise?
Yeah. But check this out. Colonel Sanders was a mean motherfucker and shot somebody and killed him. Colonel Sanders wouldn't even be this fucking mean to somebody.
Wow.
Yeah, the only thing I can fucking say is this fucking bitch must be one of those bitches that tells you their pronouns. And they must be young because the way this idiot is talking to me. And just... Matter of fact, some of the shit this motherfucker said to me, I had to call motherfuckers to fucking tell them what they said to get the terminology.
Wow.
I'm like, man, the shit's simple. My mom basically she don't want a funeral. She doesn't want a celebration of life. She doesn't want all the shit. She wants to get put in the box and put in the mausoleum next to my dad and everybody have a good day.
Right.
And some of this shit, I don't even want to go into it, but I'm just going to say, people, triple check your fucking arrangements. And if you ain't got them, you know, I'm going to tell you how pissed off I am. I'm about ready to go to another funeral home. That's how fucking pissed I am. And I think my mom would agree.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, I have to deal with my aunt and oh my God. Aunt Denise sounds just like my mom on the phone, and she gets all... You can cuss and say anything you want to her. You can't say goddamn. She said, you say that word again, I'm going to wash your mouth out with soap. And I know your mom used plenty of Dawn soap on your mouth. I was like, yeah, I kind of got used to that taste.
You say that word again, I'm washing your fucking mouth out with soap.
Yeah, no shit.
Yep.
She goes, I tolerate a lot from you, kid, but you don't use the God's name in vain. Well, and that's how they are. That's how my mom's side of the family is.
Yep.
They're Christian Science, and I can't hold anything against them. But she used some other words that I can't say on the air about the situation. She may need some soap, like so. But you can't say the God word, you know. That man didn't do anything to you.
But you can say the C word.
She did say, that's what I'm saying. Like she said that. Well, let's put it this way. I think I can say this on the air. Do I have to drive to Illinois and bitch slap a C? So I guess you can figure out what she said. Also found out.
Girl. Yeah.
Yeah, also found some cool laws about the state of Illinois on some shit I never knew either. So
she's gonna bitch slap a country girl.
A country girl. Fuck, man. Man, she ain't no country girl. I'm gonna tell you, I ain't never met this woman. 26 phone calls in the last 2 days.
Jesus Christ.
Now you wonder why I'm agitated. So yeah, yeah, it's crazy. So this Paul's got a name. He calls it the Devil Funeral. He's got some kind of name he was saying last night. I was trying not to laugh, and I do appreciate it, guys. Everybody has dedicated their show to my mom, and that's super cool. And what Leslie did the other night, and what Paul did last night, that was super cool. You know.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, unfortunately, you know, I'm not going to sit here. It's just one of those things. It's just some paperwork that we have to get cleared up, basically from my mom's attorney to this.
Just a bunch of bullshit dramas shouldn't have to go through.
Yeah, to this ignorant bitch at the funeral home.
Yeah.
I asked her if she was a funeral director, and she asked me a question, and I'm like, "Oh, what the fuck? Like, what's that got to do with anything?" So the best way I think I can describe this bitch. You ever see one of these bull dyke bitches from like the 90s that's got the green hair and the slick back hair and the glasses, the ponytail so tight it looks like it's gonna pop the eyeballs out?
Wearing a flannel.
Probably. Dude, yeah, that's another one. Wearing a flannel, yeah. I never thought about that, but yeah, we can add that to it. I think that's how this woman is. But in my mom's purse, there is a phone number in case something happens to me. And it says, you know, this guy's name in this funeral home. Maybe Izzy should have called that number first. Because it ain't the same number as the number I've been calling. The other thing I think is fucked up, since we're on this subject, my mom died on Saturday. The hospital called the funeral home, left several messages. Sunday, they tried to get a hold of nothing. And then all of a sudden on Monday, I call them and they're like, you know, they were kind of nice at first, you know, and then in the same subject, you know, they were like, we never got a call. And so then it's like phone call back to me, like interrupting the shit out of me, not leaving a voicemail, by the way. Then they try to fucking tell me that they can't find my mom.
Bullshit, you better.
And then they try to fucking tell me that, are you sure about the hospital? Are you sure that's the one she was at? I'm like, yeah, it's the only one in St. Louis with that name. And then they fucking call back, and this is what pissed me off, people. They go, are you sure? Were you really there? Questioning me like I was there when my mom passed away holding her motherfucking hand.
Yeah, fuck that.
So I call the hospital, end up talking to the supervisor of the morgue, and they're like, sir, we've reached out and called them, and they won't call us back.
Mm.
The same phone number I'm calling, they're calling.
Mm-hmm.
And then sometimes when I call, they don't answer the phone. It's a big fucking funeral home, but, like, seriously, like, I don't know, man. The quality of fucking... I don't know, man. I'm just... My dad was buried over there. I thought the service was pretty good, but...
Mm-hmm.
It's sold since then, and now it's a franchise.
Fuck that.
And then they're trying to tell me I got to pay them $8,000. I'm like, no. The only thing that's not paid for is my mom picked out a new casket. So I will pay for that. No, coordinate right here and blah, 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 blah. And then they threatened me on the phone to call a sibling. That is not allowed to be at the funeral. So,
Right.
So yeah, I had enough of that shit. So now they can deal with the fucking attorney.
Yeah.
So that's what's going on, people. So other than that, man, I'm in a pretty good fucking mood. I got some fucking Dunkin' Donuts last night, and sent Jimmy a picture and teased the fuck out of him. That's like food porn for him because he can't really. He's not supposed to eat it.
Diet, so
He goes, "Is that donut in the shape of a heart?" I go, "It's Dunkin' Donuts."
Dick.
I don't see no Krispy Kreme in the shape of a heart.
Krispy Kreme sucks.
Well, Krispy Kreme's good. I mean, have you actually been to a Krispy Kreme? Like, they've got more than just the regular donuts. I mean, they've got a lot of good stuff. But,
yeah, we got a Krispy Kreme in Springfield.
Yeah. I mean, Krispy Kreme's good, but...
But we have Mellow Cream. Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty good. Now, here's the thing. Krispy Kreme doesn't taste like any other donut. It's a Krispy Kreme. It's like if you go to McDonald's, well, it doesn't taste like a fucking Whopper.
Well, I'm sorry, McDonald's fries taste like nobody else's.
If they're hot.
If they're hot. If they're cold, they're rubber.
Yeah, if they're fucking cold, it's fucking...
Serious shit, yeah.
Dude, I ain't bullshit. If they're too cold, my pugs won't eat them.
I bet.
They look at me like, what the fuck? They'll bug me until they get one, and they're like, ew.
I used to cheat to make sure they were hot. Because if you go in there at like 1:30, 2 o'clock, you'll get cold fries. So I'd go through them and be like, hey, I want fries with no salt. So then they'd make new fries. They'd go, you have to wait a second. Okay. They'd make you nice hot fries, so I'd ask for salt packets whenever they would eat.
Yeah, Jimmy taught me that trick. I never thought about that. He goes, yeah, dude, man, you'll have hot, crispy fucking fries. They'll actually burn your hand. I'm like...
Yep, hot fries every time.
No shit. I'm like, huh. Then I told him my trick about ordering a Nacho Bel Grande with no chips, and you got to do it straight to their face because they freak out. Well, what do you mean no chips? Yeah, I don't like your fucking chips.
Your chips suck.
And then they call a manager over there. Then the manager's like, well, we're not going to discount this. Do I look like I want to fucking just... Well, how would you like this done? Dude, you put it in a pan just like everything else, but without the chips. Mm-hmm. And then they like measure everything out like you're a secret shopper from corporate, Right. But you got to do it to their face. Doing it in the drive-thru ain't as fun.
I bet. You don't see that dumbfounded look on their face like, what?
So, back when I was younger, okay? So, I wasn't a kid. I was, I don't know, in my 20s. And, you guys know that I was a pro inline skater, aggressive inline skating and stuff. And one of my friends I skated with, he got a job at a Dairy Queen.
Mm-hmm.
And man, some of the fucking shit this motherfucker would tell me that fuckers would order in the drive-thru. He's like, you could tell some hood motherfucker from East St. Louis because they want caramel and everything. And he goes, next thing I know, this motherfucker wanted a flamethrower with caramel on it. He goes, you want me to put caramel on the burger? Caramel on the burger. He's like, what kind of weed is this motherfucker smoking?
No shit.
Like, caramel on a hamburger.
Yeah.
I'm half tempted to try it, but it's also a waste of money. Caramel on the hamburger. I need caramel on the fries. I'm like, I can kind of maybe get that,
Dude, I'll taste the fluids in my car that are coming out of my car to see what they are. But I won't eat a tomato on a fucking hamburger.
Oh, dude, I'm not a tomato person. I like a tomato every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
Like on a BLT, maybe,
Mm-hmm.
But, like, Oh, wow. Okay, now let's examine this for a second. A Whopper with a one, no pickle. I'm not a pickle guy. I mean, some people are. But if you got a Whopper, well, the junior Whoppers, okay? Let's say this. Because the main Whopper has 2 tomatoes, right? But if you got a junior Whopper and the tomatoes cut just right with the onion, with the fucking other shit they put on there, you know, they do a little bit of ketchup and a little bit of, god damn it, mustard, right?
Mustard, yeah.
That motherfucker is fire.
Right.
But I know what you're talking about. Like, you get this big chunky piece of fucking garden
cold
tomato, and it's like you bite into it and you got this hot burger and it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it just don't fit.
Yeah, it's like, and it's cut way too fucking thick.
Yeah.
You know, if the goddamn, now seriously people, if the tomato is thicker than the fucking patty, there's a fucking problem.
And most fast food restaurants, it's going to be thicker.
Yep. So, yeah, they run it through a machine. It's like...
No. Now, you go to Crown Candy Company and get a BLT. Now, that's a fucking tomato.
Okay.
On that fucking moose of a BLT.
That's like, what is it, 1 pound or 2 pounds of bacon? It's some fucking ridiculous number.
It's like 1 pound of bacon, I think they said.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Man, it's good.
I've
never finished one. I've had to take it home every time.
Really?
It's like 10 inches tall.
Oh, yeah, that's
you can't even eat the son of a bitch.
Well, you know how I eat. I fucking always take shit home. You know, I don't eat fast, you know. But
I did see one guy take his, and he just stood up and smashed his. I was like, oh, I ain't going to do that. I like that bacon too much.
Well,
he just smashed his all the way down. I was like, oh, God, dude. It was like 4 inches thick, and he's still fucking chomping there's bacon coming out of his mouth.
Well, you know, that guy I sent you over some shit about, he travels from city to city, and he'll live in a new city for an entire month and show you all the hot spots and
all the good restaurants and the tourist places, yeah.
That video of him doing Crown Candy with that fucking BLT, dude, I'll never forget it. Like, he goes, this got to be some bullshit. Like, people actually eat this much. He goes, this is a fucking heart attack. I'm going to eat it, people. He sat there for 45 fucking minutes and couldn't finish that motherfucker. And they kept bringing him out stuff. So, because, see, these people realize who he is, and it's like, come by here and you can sample stuff for a lunch or something, you know? Because, you know, it's free advertisement, you know, for them, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And so, yeah, old Crown Candy, fucking, man, they brought him thing after thing. He's like, fuck, I can't. He brought like 3 friends, and they still can't eat all of it.
I seen that on Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. That's how I found it to go down there.
I wonder. Okay, so what was the show? The guy. Hold on, I think. No, Man vs. Food. He did Crown Candy, didn't he?
I don't know if he did. Guy Fieri did on Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. That's one I see.
Yeah, I know Guy Fieri did because after
but
that,
I don't know if that one did or not.
Yeah, after that he went over to Ted Drew's.
Yeah.
Like right after that, and then Ted Drew had him in there fucking serving people.
He went to Made right in Springfield. That's a place I ain't been in a long time.
Yeah, I'll tell you one thing, Man vs. Food, that fucking dude, that poor dude got so fat.
Well, yeah, I don't know why.
You know, I mean,
You know that good, bad for you food every day. Fuck. You'd think Guy Fieri'd be fucking huge.
What was that show when we were younger? And it was like, Insomnia. That's what it was.
What was it?
Insomnia with David Tell.
Oh, yeah.
And he would go to all those, everything was filmed at night, you know. You know, it was from food places to nightclubs to all the shit. Man, that was a good fucking show.
He'd either go to food places and get food, or he'd go to a nightclub and get a drink, you know, their signature drink. And
you know, what time they closed, all this cool shit. Yeah. Yeah, that was a damn good show.
I forgot about that show till you said that.
Yeah, and the only reason why I remembered it is because it showed up on Netflix. No, Paramount Plus. You can watch all the reruns of it.
I'm about to go back and watch it.
Yeah, there's like 36 there's 36 seasons.
Jesus, I'm like, on that long?
I don't think it was on 36 years. I think some of these things, people, when it's
some
like...
of them do a couple seasons a year.
Well, I think they have it's like 90210, right? Except 90210 is kind of messed up because they got all those seasons, but then they did their spring, and then they filmed in the summer for the fall. So technically, those are really divided because realistically, well, they did that with Melrose Place, okay? So that's the reason why there's like fucking, I don't know, 50-something fucking seasons, you know?
Right.
But, you know, basically they did like 42 episodes a year. 42 is a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like a soap opera, you know? You only get off for the holidays, you know? And a lot of times, those soap operas, something else I found out about soap operas when I lived in California, they film 2 or 3 of those a day.
Oh, yeah.
So, as long as they ain't got too many issues or wardrobe malfunction and somebody fuck up the lines. But, yeah, those people that do soap operas, man, they're pretty good at what they do because they don't study their lines. They're reading it off of a board. So, yeah. But better save your drama for your mama. And on that note, man, we're going right back into music. This is Dragon in the Afternoon, helping you get through the workday. We'll be right back.